Alright, welcome to my stream. I'm Neozar, and we're picking up where I left off last time on Mantis B on my 79 win streak on hard with random ships. We should be at the start of Sector 5, I believe. Yep, slug-controlled nebula. And we're doing quite well where we left off. So we got a Burst Laser 2 and a Flak 1. Obviously, pretty strong setup. We got Charge Ion also. Let's see. We got Defense Drone for our drones. Picked up a Mantis, a Rock, and an NG. So we still want to, another more crew, another member for our boarding party. I kind of want to fill up. Our defense are pretty strong because remember we had to dive at the very end of the last run because I got forgetful about where we were at and took an extra nebula jump. But overall, we are doing quite well. Bunch of hull. We need some fuel. That's something to keep an eye on for sure. Drone parts are doing pretty good. We also need some upgrades here for the slug sector. Getting O2 level 2 is nice to deal with the O2 hack event. There's actually 2 events that O2 can help you out with. There's one where you pick which hack, and one where it's just the oxygen hack. I'll probably try to get the medbay one also. Usually I skip that, but with a boarding ship, especially when you're like a little light, it's like not full crew. Depending, like that one can make it so it's difficult to get a crew kill if, they have a lot of crew on their ship or something, and you can't heal up at all. So let's see. So that's like an awkward little thing there, but actually, that connects at least. If we're like desperate for a store, if we don't find it, we know to go there. So right now we don't have scrap, so it's not a big deal, but it's just kind of nice to know. There might be one store there, and then there should be 2 through the nebula, because I think it's 2 nebula stores and 0 to 1 non-nebula stores. So just check out what we got going on here. Everyone's in their stations. Got training. They're almost shield trained. They've got some weapons training. 2 of them are combat trained. One's almost there. Angie's got some combat training. Solid. Alright, so I think about ready to start taking some jumps here. Yeah, you can go this way first. Got a battery also, that's good to remember. Alright, Mantis ship. So probably let them board first. Let's see. So their weapons, they can hurt us technically. It's tricky. Like they have to hit all this and then fire the beam before a shield recharges, but it's totally possible. So it's not safe to just like leave it running, but it should be fairly safe overall. We gotta take out the clone bay. Also, it's like if we hack their weapons or something, that can just make this entirely safe. Alright, so just one going. Actually, so what I'm gonna do is actually, I'll run you out for a second. But yeah, I'm just moving the NG there so he can absorb their hits, so the Mantis can go over full health without having to heal or anything. This I'll use to split their weapons. So we are just going to kill him. That's too bad. Alright, so what we're going to do then is we're still going to board over. Got the hack. That's one of the reasons I like the weapon hack here too, is because it blocks off the clone bay. So it's level 1, I think we'll still beat him, but it's probably not. Although it totally might be. I thought I heard... Oh, is he trying... He's probably trying to run out because there's two people trying to run in there already. So I was like, I thought I just heard the clone bay go. So which one actually wants? Alright, I'll let you finish them off, actually. Well, I guess, yeah, they only have 3 crew, don't they? So we'll just shoot this, actually. Yeah, we gotta dump the hull. Always good to, like, triple check the hull. Yeah, this Mantis B and Mantis C both get a 4-person teleporter, which is just, like... a kind of absurdly strong system. Alright. Just want to get you... You still need like 1 more kill, right? There we go. Hector. Alright, that's great. Nice to fill out the crew a little more. Probably bring him on the boarding party, I guess. It is nice to have like someone here for the weapons and stuff. I'll have to think about that. It might depend. But having 4 crew go over is just so strong. Alright, so we want to get the NG healed up. Yeah, I'll probably keep you on the teleporter to start at least. Yeah, the thing is, like, boarding isn't my favorite either. I tend to avoid it except on the boarding ships. Like, I almost never buy teleporter, which is like a totally consistent and valid way to win on hard also. But it's a very different style. Like, I very much like using lasers and shooting and hacking and mind control. But there's, you know, a lot of different takes. A lot of people like the beam and the one-shot builds. But boarding definitely plays like the most different from the other styles. So, I don't have a ton of scrap, but I still want to hit that store because my fuel is low. So I'm going to try and take one more jump first. Alright, that's something. I mean, I doubt there's anything I'm going to buy. Maybe scanners. But, I need fuel. Yeah, flak. Well, I guess, you know, I can sell that. I don't know if I really want... I kind of want that more, but they need to get my weapon power up. I don't know if it's the right time to buy another weapon. So I don't super need more than this, even. With a 4-man teleporter. So I'm probably just going to keep it at this, actually. Do that for the 2 hack events. Vulcan with pre-ignite airglaive, yeah. Yeah, halberd's very strong. Usually, like, the one-shot builds is like a halberd and a hull beam, or double halberd hull beam, pike beam. I like weapon speed a lot. I do a lot of fast weapons, so I'll do like burst laser 1, 2, heavy 1. But I mean, a big part of like win streaking is also just using what you can find. So a lot of time, you know, you end up using stuff that wasn't what you planned on. So here we're going to attack the auto ship. Right now, auto ships are weakest because I don't have a clone bay and I don't have level 1 teleporter, so we're not boarding over there. It's too risky with this setup. But we still have pretty strong weapons, obviously, and hacking helps out. Actually gonna hack, yeah, they're not running, so I'm gonna hack their piloting first to guarantee that my shots hit. Alright, so I gotta actually put my crew out around now because some of you are trained. You can go on doors and you can kind of just be ready to do repairs. Let's go here. Yeah, Pike and Hull Beam are definitely both strong. The Hull Lasers are alright. Hull Laser 2 is pretty good, actually. Hull Laser 1's a little bit weaker. Alright, so let me think of the timing on this. Lido, is that worth using a drone part for? I guess so. Alright, so piloting hack. Make sure I don't use the battery power on that. Yeah, you have 1 and 2 is basically equivalent. They're very similar. For me, it just comes down to that the Hull Laser 2 has the fire chance also. And so it's like, I feel like it has more of a use as just like a decimating weapon versus the Hull Laser is kind of like in between. Like, you know, the breaches help, but it's like not quite as powerful in that way. But it feels kind of bad using it to like break shields at all with it. It's kind of like in between the two areas, but I've totally used it before. Yeah, well, a lot of time the whole weapons actually, you're right, it's not worthwhile using against empty rooms. It's just because they have like breach chance and fire chance and stuff. So they're still good at shooting shields and, you know, the rooms and making it harder for them to repair. Sometimes doing the empty rooms is good, especially with the Hull Beam, but otherwise it's like often you just use the whole weapons on system rooms anyway. But yeah, Heavy Laser 2 is definitely better with the faster speed. Right, so they still have the Lido up, they have the small bomb, we dodged that one. So really just got to take out this other, this missile here. I guess I can take a shield layer down now. Oh, you're not going to get that one, are you? I actually don't need shields like at all right there, do I? Oh, nice. You still got it. Cool. Still the small bomb, but that's a lot less scary on its own. Alright. Hacking's going to be up, so I'm just going to wait for that. Yeah, this run was pretty easy from the beginning. All right, free stuff. Yeah, so I had left off this run. I did the first 4 sectors on like Friday or something. And I intended to stream it again this weekend, and then daylight savings time happened, and it just like completely throws me off. So I was like, I'm in no condition to stream after that. I had to like take a night off. All right, I'm gonna go up this way. Yeah, Mantis A, a lot of it's like learning how to use the small bomb in the beginning. And then I feel like there's a lot of things about Mantis A that are actually harder than the other Mantis ships, even though it's kind of a better ship for consistency. Can't decide if I want to take that med bay upgrade or not. It's like I usually don't for the blue option, but it's just kind of nice to have the extra med bay on this ship also. I feel like it's kind of more worthwhile than like trying to get weapons up right away. Alright, so we attack the ship. Got a bunch of drones. So that's going to be, the shield thing is actually kind of annoying because it messes up the teleporter, so you got to be a little more careful. I didn't return everyone to their positions. Everyone just go in there. Weapons. It's like kind of goofy weapon. It's hard to judge sometimes when they have a lot. Like this actually is kind of gross if it speeds up, if I don't do something to it. Clone Bay. They didn't send an offensive drone over, did they? I don't think so. They probably have something on board. It's like I probably want a weapons hack, but I feel like I want to also divide their ship up better than that. I might do like a drone hack or something. I mean, I guess the engines actually splits it up pretty good. Yeah, this is like, I feel like a very technical fight for a boarding ship all of a sudden. Like there's a lot of things that could actually be kind of dangerous here. It really depends what crew they have also. Because it's like if they're filled with like Mantis or something or NG, like one or the other, either way can like start messing you up in certain ways. But yeah, I like the engines hack here because it lets me get like guarantee my shots, and then I can still like split the crew up in a bunch of ways, running them around. If like the shield overcharger all of a sudden like becomes a problem for getting crew out or something. A bunch of slugs so far. Trying to think about what I want to hit. It's like I'm still tempted to just try and take out the clone bay. I mean, depending what level it is, it's like it might not even go down. Alright, that's just a Lido. Thought so, but that's still good. Yeah, it's just like even the one damage like slightly concerns me at this moment. I can just eat the heavy laser shot though for now. Yeah, that's good. Alright, good, it was just level 2. I guess I kind of want you guys to run out here while you can keep hitting weapons. Alright, so we got an NG. I wasn't sure, like I didn't even know if they had repair drones or anything yet. Alright, I gotta pay attention to what these weapons are doing actually. Well, I guess the mini beam's not going to sink at the right time for that first volley at all. And also, shield will get out fast enough. Still probably, yeah. Right, so I think it's just them that's left. Just start hitting them. Alright, the missile's down, that's good. Alright, so this actually hasn't been so bad. But I think if I played it wrong, it could have gotten bad really easily. Alright. I think, I mean, it really depends. Like boarding ships, each one has like its own issues it has to deal with. Like this ship, you desperately need like a new crew member because you start with 2 Mantis, so your repairs are just awful. And so it's like you really need a crew member. Usually you need to get like engines on it because it starts out with just 1, but it has 2 shield bubbles and a defense drone versus like some of the other ships, like you need to get shields right away, or you know, Crystal B, like you don't need to do anything for like 2 sectors if you don't want to, because it's just like ridiculous. So it's kind of like ship specific. A lot of ships though, like a strong tactic is to like get the minimal defense you need starting out, and then like save for a system like hacking to try to get that online early. All right. This is going to be like a bunch of firepower because that's offensive drones because it's Zoltan ship. We have to get through like all these shields. But we've got a defense drone for the big missile, so that kind of works out for that. And depending on what the drones are, it might not be so bad. So, yeah, all right, fire beam drone, that's not so bad at all. Like if it does sneak through, we're kind of okay. Shields, weapons. Should be using the charge ion here. Probably, right? At least for like getting this thing down first. Yeah, that's definitely like one weakness of the ship is like drone control is not the strongest system, but it's totally workable for the most part. I think also a lot of people become reliant on doing like cloaking hacking, and so any ship where they can't do cloaking hacking becomes like really difficult. And then some players like become reliant on always doing boarding. I feel like there's so many different things to learn in this game. Pretty much everyone like kind of learns certain strategies first, and then we'll struggle with some of the other ones. Whatever, I guess I'll put my evasion up for that without having to micro all my power. So that's down, that's down. I hate not knowing how many crew they have and stuff, but I'm gonna do a hack still because I just want the door control more than anything. I'm just gonna do shields hack because of that reason. Please, like, do something about this. Oh, we dodged it anyway. But good job. You were there. For a second, I was like, you're going to swing around, right? You're going to swing your target around? Yeah, the O2 hack is, like, vicious if you're not prepared for it. Like, if you don't have hacking and you don't have the O2, so you're forced into it, like, it can get you very, like, unaware. I actually like slug sectors quite a bit, but I think it's understandable why like a lot of people think they're really bad, because there's a lot of things you have to be prepared for in them that aren't like common to other sectors. Right, so we're gonna let them all in first. I don't have my shields up all the way right now, do I? Oops. Alright, well at least I did that, so it's just ionizing the shield bubble that like wasn't going to be online in time anyways. Alright, we got a miss. Great. So they're starting to run. The defense drone back out. Right, Sluggy's dead. Good job, defense drone. Love when you're doing your job right. That should be about it. Yep. Man, another another rock. Whatever. I'll take it. You can go on weapons. I can have like a more permanent weapons person over my Mantis. Be helpful for sure. Probably power things here. Is the NG trained on engines? Yeah, the NG's trained on engines. I guess this, you're right, this guy is like partially trained. It might be worth putting him on engines because the NG's the one I want to roam. You can always swap them around if there's a fight I really need to dodge on. I've got like Mantis that are partly trained on weapons and stuff, but you go there, you go there. All right, I think that's good. What do I want to do? Do I want to do anything with this? Because it's like I can save and get the, I mean, the next level of that is nice. I can also just do like a hacking upgrade and maybe some reactor, teleporter. It's easy to skip the teleporter upgrade though on the 4-man. It's like if you don't care about doing the auto ships, it's like, then what do you really need it for? Usually you're not jumping in and out that much with the 4 people. Because hacking, that would like give me more options with what I want to do. I kind of want to get the weapons up, I guess. So maybe I'll wait on that. Let me measure to see. I feel like there's going to be like a little bit of an awkward exit here. Yeah, like I might double back if I want to get all the upgrades here. Yeah, exactly. It's like the only time you really need that teleporter upgrade is like in the very beginning when you don't have 4 people, or if you're like don't have any way to deal with auto ships. Get closer, hail them, demand the rock ship pay. He agrees. All right, free reactor upgrade. I was just thinking, it's like I really do want to power though. It's getting kind of annoying to micro. Like it's not totally necessary when we're doing this well to micro so much. But that works. Sometimes that event is like complete dud, like the rock person agrees and the slugs like don't give you anything, and just like you just click through a bunch of options for nothing. This is the doors with fire. That's fine. I got a bunch of rocks and an NG. I'd rather have hacking. All these like little laser slug ships. And do the same thing into shields again, just because. Well, I guess we can do it into weapons. Yeah, I got an idea. I got a plan. Get them all in there, start beating them up. Oh, sorry, Rock, you're probably going to get shot, so. Probably going to break the door now is the only downside doing that. Maybe not. Alright, oh, only 4 crew too. That's not bad. 50 scrap, pretty solid reward. Alright. Yeah, the 5 free damage on that event, that's always a pain. Sometimes you get the like oxygen upgrade, right, is one of them, like a cheap O2 upgrade. It's only like 10 scrap or something. It's like perfect event to run into like first jump if you get that. Alright, so improved medbay. So I actually took this option for once here. 4 shields, man, 4 shields sector 5. That's a kind of baller ship right there. Doesn't really matter because we're boarding. That's like the great thing about boarding. It's whatever. Alright, down in O2, we got 2 slugs. Pretty sure it's always 2 slugs no matter what. Can't say I've ever seen it be anything else. The weapons totally can hurt us if they charge them up, right? So, I guess we'll hack their weapons. Kind of try to keep an eye out for them and split them when we can. My shields will be up and down for this one. Alright. So you guys go heal up for a moment. Just 3 shots. Yeah, like with the 1 weapon down, the only way they can hurt us is if this fires all 4 and they all hit. Which, you know, happens if your engines are down, but... Hey, I got an achievement. For the boarding kills or whatever, right? I think is what that one is. Yeah, this is the first, that makes sense, this is the first Mantis ship I've played since I switched to the save file and doing it on PC. Yeah, the light cruisers are a really common one to see with the extra shields. Like, you know, seeing the 2 shields in Sector 2 on them and stuff. Sometimes you find it, and like often they don't have the other systems or they have weak weapons, but every once in a while it just like lines up and their weapons are like really gross actually. And then it's just like such a problematic fight. Yeah, I mean with like the teleporter and the hacking, it's just like, it's a fearsome ship. Then you just sit there, tank a bunch of shots. And it's kind of how it's like designed as a Sector 1 ship with having the extra shield bubble and stuff. Let's see. What do we got here? I think I can actually get 3 jumps, so it might be worth doing like the 1, 2, 3. I think those are both stores. Unless I might not have seen this jump. One of these 2. Because we didn't see any stores except for the one outside the nebula, and there's 2. And we're still not going to get there unless we want to dive. Which I mean, it's not as bad in a nebula. I'll think about it, but well, that's the only thing I'm thinking about here is like, well, I'm low on fuel, so how much do I want to like chase extra jumps? We have so much stuff. I'm kind of tempted to just go to the next sector, honestly. Which is probably one of the reasons I have like such low score going on like over time with my streak. Like it just goes down and down. But I'm Sector 5. It's like we're way ahead. We've got great weapons. I'm just leaving. Double Uncharted. That's kind of gross. All right. I'm done with nebulas after this one. I'm going to do a green sector. I guess I'll go Zoltan, whatever. I've got anti-Zoltan shield weapons going on here. So the fuel thing is like slightly worrisome at this point now. It's like at the point where I think it's worth like dashing through the sector until we locate a store, unless we get a bunch of fuel from an event. Like, it's not too bad. Some Uncharted, it's like really weird, but they don't necessarily have very many stores at all. So it's also like it'd be kind of nice if we can see like pretty much every beacon. This one's a pain to see. It's like it's a cross between, do I want to try to maximize seeing all of them because there's not that many stores, or do I want to rush through the sector to try and see a lot very quickly? Kind of trying to find the split between the two. I think here is a good jump. It shows me 4 jumps, and it shows me that one in the corner there. Yeah, I possibly should have dove there, I guess. The double Uncharted is just like so nasty. Yeah, I'm definitely like concerned about this fuel thing. Just empty jumps too. Alright, what are you hacking? Battery. Okay, that's a little annoying, but not a big deal. Who's actually weapons trained? Just because if they're running, you're not gonna make it though, are you? I guess you will. Alright, so you go there. You're shield trained. The first of those isn't a big deal. Dodging everything with like cut engines. And I put engines up and then I don't dodge. Good job, defense drone. All right. So fight's in pretty good shape now. Not much to worry about. Two fuel. All right, I'll take it. I mean, 2 fuel is pretty big when you've got only 2 more fuel. These sectors, Uncharted Nebula, are just so awful. Attack the ship. That's a bunch of lasers. Hey, Slug. Slug with a fight potential. Ideally, though, I'd get you onto piloting. I don't know if it's worth... Might be worth waiting for a training ship to do that. Oop. Sometimes I just hit that button by accident. It's because it's right next to a button I have bound to show chat and stuff. A store. It's gonna have 3 fuel, you know. So of course, the second I see a store, I'm like, well, I should probably take like a couple jumps, but those are really awkward. Yeah, I take these first because it's like we have a while still until this catches up, so don't want to like waste jumps if we're gonna avoid it. Knowing there's, I mean, I'm still gonna get a hacking upgrade. It's not like there's a ton of stuff that the store that I'd be like, oh my goodness, I'm so sad I don't have hundreds of scrap for it. Alright, attack the automated ship. Yeah, I mean, this can definitely... Combat drones are so unpredictable. It's like you never know when they're just going to decide to go crazy all of a sudden and just do this like insane volley right before their weapons fire. It's like I'm still kind of a fan of the piloting hacks here. I mean, also, I guess I could get their shields down pretty low now with level 2 hacking, but... Where's my shields person? You're so close to maxing out your shields, come on. What level was their piloting? 2? I almost wonder if it's just worth doing that and then all my volleys keep hitting. Well, whatever, actually, I guess if I just like hit their weapons, it'll become way safer to fight almost immediately. And it doesn't like really matter what I do as much. Good job, shield training. The shields. Partly because the ion, which is now down. But if this guy does like the double or triple fire or something. Oh yeah, right here. Come on, you've got the shields training, but it doesn't matter because the ion. Yep. Alright, that's not a big deal. 1 damage. I think it's like the first we've taken tonight. Alright, what am I shooting now? Oh, I'm not shooting anything, I guess. Yeah, that's why I did the evasion hack, for sure. I guess the battery's going to be on long enough, isn't it? Alright. Now all my shots should hit for a while. Now it's super safe until like they repair stuff. Yeah, berserk mode. I had on my second cycle, I guess it was, a stealth A run where a combat drone fired 4 shots in the first like 4 seconds of the fight, because it fired all 4 before my weapons were half charged. And it was just like insane. It fired like 1 immediately, and then moved to the side and fired 1, and then went back to where it was and fired another, and then did the same thing again. It was just like beep, 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 beep. I think the 4th one, I just saw it like light up for it because I had cloaked for the 3rd. But it was like the first one, I was like, okay, that's not hitting anything too bad. That's okay. And then I unpaused, and by the time I realized it was firing again and repaused, it was lining up for the 3rd shot already. I was like, whoa, what is happening here? 49 scrap, that's a ton of scrap. Plus 20, plus 4 fuel. All right. That's just what we needed. Feeling much better now about that. Even if the store only has a handful of fuel, we'll still be a little more comfortable. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like no fight with a combat drone is ever 100% safe until like they're all destroyed and out of drone parts. Because it'll get through any amount of shields if it really wants to. Alright. Nice. Ooh, a reloader. That's like kind of tempting actually. I mean, we've got the weapons for it. How can I not? Do I keep the charge ion? Do I keep the charged laser? I don't keep the charged laser. You're kind of lame. It's like I'd rather just have that to deal with like Zoltan shields. I don't really want to get a hull beam. Not a huge fan of ion bomb actually. Although I've hardly used it. Like I know it's good. It's just too slow for me most of the time. Alright, we're just gonna go to another store anyways. What do you got here? Kind of hoping for another automated reloader. I'm not gonna buy Clone Bay. I mean, that's way more fuel than I need, honestly, at this point, because it's Sector 6, so it's like, we don't actually need, you know, we just need enough fuel to get through the next sector, and then you're fine for the last stand. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing here I'm going to buy. I guess a drone part. 2 drone parts. Probably do that to start the next sector. Yeah, Iron Bomb is definitely awesome on Stealth B. That's like one of the best opportunities for it, I'd definitely say. Otherwise, like, you know, as a weapon on a ship, like even this one, or like any of the weaponless ships, just to deal with like Zoltan shields early game also. Yeah, the charge ion online. Like I feel like I'm kind of okay in this sector. Also, there's a chance there's another store here. But like I think weapon power is the next thing for sure. Alright, fire drone. Pirate crew. Weapons really actually aren't that bad. I mean, depending what that is. It's like honestly, ion bomb's probably the most dangerous thing it could be here. So switch the charge. You guys can just get in there, it's fine. Do I need to hack? I mean, I guess I will because door control and not to deal with the med bay then and stuff. Is that really a good enough reason to hack? Is that just being kind of lazy? No, not entirely. Iron bomb. Trying to ruin your day. I think I interrupted it firing though. That's the thing. It's like, I feel like I interrupt iron bombs all the time because of when they sink. It's like, you're okay, right? Just the one Zoltan? Yeah. Maybe swap around with the rock real quick, just in case. And there's no way he's gonna get you. And a Zoltan. I mean, the power is nice, but also it's kind of like not really what I need you for. Just think about, you know, the 4 on the boarding crew, and then it's like you have 4 back home. I mean, I guess the Zoltan's all right there over a rock. Because it's not like they have to deal with borders, really, because the Mantis would deal with that first anyway. I guess I might as well take him over one of the rocks. You're the one on the boarding crew. You're the one that's piloting. You're the one with the engines. Well, that's the thing, actually, because I'm keeping you... Well, where am I going to put you? I guess I'll put you on engines. Because this one should be the pilot. If I, like, move... I mean, I don't know if it's really going to happen, though, if I'm really going to move them all around. Just train on engines all over again for, like, the 3rd time. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's what I'm doing, because it's no one else is I'm trying to drag it because it's like thinking about tablet. There's like a couple habits that I still do from tablet. Like whenever I try to activate the crystal lockdown, I try to click in the middle of the room first. It's like I just like haven't broken those. I haven't played enough ships that do those things yet. I feel like I hesitated for a second. I'm like, there's something comforting about like boarding and leaving a bunch of rocks behind. It's like this ship, I'm just so like focused on like, well, don't have a fire in O2 in the beginning. Don't have fires on the ship. Fill it with rocks and NG. It's not really necessary at this point of the game at all. All right, so you can be going on in there. I guess you can go there for now. I guess I could make a decision about like whether I'm realistically going to bother training you as a pilot. I feel like not, so I'd rather have you on weapons then, and the NG on shields. Yeah, we got another store here. The Rock has a reasonable Zoltan ship to commandeer, that's true. It's true for sure. Ooh, hull repair. Any personnel? Charge 2. Huh. Huh. Something like a little tempting about that. I mean, it's so much scrap to get 3 more weapon power, though. I feel like that's what breaks it. It's like, if this was online already and I had extra scrap. But that's like 215 scrap just in the weapon power, and not even like this power. And it's not as fast on Zoltan shields. But for a second I was thinking about like as if I was in Sector 7. I'm in Sector 6. I have a whole nother green sector's worth of scrap. I mean, it's definitely not the most efficient weapon used with them for like 3, because it's like, how often am I going to be even charging up to 3? It's going to be charging up to like 2.5. Yeah, no, that's not worthwhile. It's tempting for a moment. Alright, so that's all fine then. Yeah, I'll just do it now. It's like... Yeah, the charge leaves, I go back and forth on it. I feel like there's certain weapon setups where it's just like not useful or efficient or helpful. And there's certain ones where it's like actually can be pretty good. Really depends like what you're using it for and like what's been available. And if you like do 2 of them with reloaders, it's like kind of ridiculous. But that's a very like specific, and you know at that point you probably win with a bunch of different things. Door subsystem. I mean for 13, I'll probably pick it up by flagship anyway, so I'll take that for 13 at this point. So I was like, yeah, I don't need doors on this ship. Like you just kill anyone who comes on board. I think this one you get a surrender offer first. That's high scrap, and then you can like decide if you want to do that or not. 2 fuel, 40 scrap. Although now that I think about it, I think it's still better to fight them. Because I think they have, it's not standard rewards, right? It's like, yeah, you can weapon chance, drone, map reveal is kind of garbage. So yeah, it's mostly do that in case like they offer a weapon or an item from that, like whatever small percentage chance you have to find something like that. So we're just gonna kill them because they got something better inside for us. Man, it's like kind of similar setup going on here. A lot of lasers this time though. I feel like a little more threatening. But the charge iron kind of helps against this guy. Oh, no med bay or anything. Alright, so we're just going to hop into drone control. They probably don't have any other drones, I don't think. I don't know if that's a guarantee. Maybe we don't even need to hack. We're going to kill him pretty fast, I think. Small bum coming for me. Did I interrupt it? It's like sometimes it's like I don't look at it firing. I'm just like looking over here to see where it's going. Oh, they're going to put out fires. That's lame. Come on. Yeah, just come back here and die. All right, hull repair drone. I feel like these things, they just always give them to me. And I just don't like them that much, which is, I feel like, kind of weird. People love hull repair drone. I just find it, like, not that useful. Like, I love the scrap from it. I love that it's worth 40 scrap. That's so good. But, I don't know. Trading drone parts. I feel like I'm always, like, hoarding drone parts. I have to buy them sometimes. And I don't need repairs that much. Like, there's definitely a situation where it's like a godsend and saves your run. But I feel like most of the time it's just like a nice chunk of scrap to sell. So I don't like think they're worth holding on to in case you need it later. I'm gonna go civilian. NG controlled are kind of annoying boarding sometimes. Also, it's like they're worth a lot of scrap because they have more free items, which aren't worth as much in the late game versus early game. And like double rewards are awesome from civilian sectors. Yeah, I don't really need any. I mean, yeah, we'll see. I feel like that's something. There's like a few things I do that are just kind of like unreasonable. And I feel I'm usually good at catching myself if there's like a, I need to like, play smarter. And like selling hull repairs is one of those things. I just want to get rid of them for some reason. I can't help but just sell them like right away. If I could see the map first, I'd consider it for sure. But that's just like really dumb. Yeah, buy pretty nice. I mean, I definitely value reloaders like crazy. I buy reloaders so much. We all have our things. It's all about like knowing when you can't do that. And also, what the hell is this shit? Double halberd, burst laser 2, heavy laser. It's like, you know, 9 weapon power. It's got cloaking. That's probably level 1 cloaking, right? That's got to be like no more than level 2. Med bay, 6 crew. Love their oxygen manning. They're always up on that oxygen. All right. Yeah, can we have their weapons seriously? It's just like ridiculous. They've got 2 Mantis and 2 rocks and an NG and a human. It's just like, doors. I mean, it's like they're manned also, but it's also like level 2. I'm not even sure what to hack here. I mean, I feel like I gotta hack weapons, right? It's like, is there anything else I can realistically hack here? And then I'm gonna do this kind of thing where I'm gonna run the hack, like keep it blocked before they get people in there. And I'm just gonna save the weapons hack for when I know it's dangerous, because there's just, I'm not sure when that's gonna happen. I guess I'm delaying my volley quite a bit. That's the thing with this volley is it's a little awkward, because normally I want to fire the flak right away and then that, but it's either I fire just 1 shot, which isn't so bad, or if I save it up for 2. I guess firing 1 shot's like honestly not really that bad. Alright, how fast are you getting shields up? I think you're getting them up in time. Want to get that down. Are you going to be up in time? Yes. For a second, it's like, okay, wait a second. Oh, double halberd. That's just like so gross. You know, if you weren't ready for that right there, oh. Fire's in there. Gotta be careful not to shoot them too much. They're just level 1 medbay, that's good. Probably got a fire in there since he's running away from it now. Swap you guys around real quick. Human dead. Just 3 crew left. These are gonna fire like together, aren't they? Yeah. I think there was a moment between. I could have gotten it. I frame paused. As long as I get a dodge, it doesn't really matter. Alright. Even got multiple dodges. Right. Kill the NG. Alright, another NG. It's like slightly tempting because multiple NGs are nice. I'd have to get rid of another one of the rocks. I mean, I guess it'd be my pilot and then move the slug over to piloting. Just like keep moving everyone off systems they're actually trained on. Whatever, I think it's fine. I don't feel like it's worth messing with all that stuff. Sorry, I'm a fan. Like, I think it's probably theoretically more optimal to have messed around with it right there. That's just like me being lazy for mental help. Yeah, it's just about the dodge with the charge ion. That was pretty much my thought, and I was like, well, whatever. If they dodge, it's not that big a deal because I have the flak coming in and the burst laser too. And I didn't need to do that much damage to them. But yeah, like a lot of fights, it's more worthwhile just to like auto-fire it in with this kind of weapon setup. Like sometimes, you know, when you have a beam, you really want to charge it up and do like the big volley. But when you have like the flak doing shield stuff also, it's kind of just like shield suppression extra. I'm pretty sure this one, I don't know if there's a med bay option on this one. I so rarely have level 2 med bay. FTL damaged and dilapidated. Yeah, level 2 med bay makes it safe. Cool. 22 scrap. Distress. I kind of need a store, but so many blue options. This one is another. I think this one's only clone base safe. Yeah, this is a clone base safe one. And like the rewards aren't that amazing either. Because it's only 1 out of 5 you lose them, but it's like only 2 out of 5 that you get something. I really don't want to like run out of fuel right here. Which almost makes me tempted to take this. I mean, I am gonna just kill you. So, not a big deal. Missile. There's stuff going on. That's fine. So I'm gonna kill them first. Whatever, maybe I'll vent them around. I'll just go board and kill the other guys first. Just a Lido. I don't want to use drone power on that. Guess I probably should have like worked this out a little better and danced someone so they wouldn't have broken through so quickly. Still not worth the drone part. Maybe it would have been worth the drone part. Double fires, come on. Come on, Lido. But this is totally fine still. Definitely don't want to do that. Just want to open all this up. Get some air. This part. Keep venting out that part. Might take a little more damage here. Maybe not. I feel like I dodge burst laser 3 shots so much. I feel like you just have like a higher dodge chance. I mean, geez, only hit one of us at it. Just such a bad weapon. It's just like, is even worse than it should be. Alright, clone base down. Alright, so it's just kind of like some repair training for my NG. So it's kind of like a favor, I guess. That should be it. Yeah, I didn't even get double rewards out of it. Some people just don't appreciate being saved. I guess you're kind of hurting. No, burst laser 3s, it's just... It's so sad that they don't have like the chance to cause fires. I feel like I would still never use them, but I just feel like for enemy's sake they should just do something more. Just like a little bit. It's like it's just that bad. This is another one of those like things just like hanging off the end here. I'm gonna go around this side first. Ooh, a sun. Yeah, I'm worse than this pirate. Give me some. I mean, I think that's kind of why they flee, because they're concerned. Like, okay, that person's like even scarier than the pirate. It's one of those ships where there's only 2 crew, but the Zoltan shield and the mind control, everything just like slows you down. Double missile. So you just get vented around. What level is that? I just level 1. That's good. Yeah, I'm not gonna hack. If I can avoid it, I'll just use a defense drone because they've got the 2 missiles. Big miss. Big miss. Well, whatever, you're not gonna break the system at this point. Right, just need the 1 more. Oh no, so you're back in time. Alright, good job, we got that one. Doing good defense drone. Alright, so that should be the rest of that. $61 scrap. That's a pretty nice reward. So we just need to wait now to get our I guess whatever, that can kind of stay vented. Get our crew back. Probably should have just left them behind. I don't know if they're really worth taking the damage on. Maybe even 2 if that doesn't go out quick enough. All right. Outpost, guaranteed double rewards. Defense drone, shield overcharger. They're going to be sending out a drone too, I bet. Yep. I was like, they're going to have more than 2 drones. Come on. Really not that threatening weapons-wise, and no way to heal, so I'm just going to shoot him down quick, I think. I mean, like, punch him down, I guess is what it is. Slice him down. For a second, I was like, do I need a cycle power? Do the engines try to dodge that thing? I don't think so. I think we're okay in that regard. Get hit by an Artemis, that's okay. Although I'm going to try and see if I can shoot it with my laser, actually. If I was looking better through the background, I maybe could have shot it with that one. But that's not happening. Oxygen. That's a bunch of money. Alright, come on, NG. Fix everything. No one else wants to do it. Yeah, 1 laser, I know. It's amazing how bad you can find some ships like late game, and then how ridiculous some ships are early game. Yeah, there's a store. I mean, I only have, what, 2 jumps left? Is it really worth it? I don't really think so. I don't need a store that badly. I'll be okay not selling the hull repair. I'll be okay on drone parts. If I can hit 1 repair beacon even, I'll have plenty. If I don't, I just have to be a little more careful with them. There's a chance there's another store on the other side of the exit too. Alright. Beam, ions, heavy laser, missile. That's gotta be an Artemis. What do I hack? So I can do a longer. I might do the shields hack this time. And so I'll just like auto fire the charge at him. Really, Lido. Pretty slim weapon system there. Alright. I'll eat your Lido. No problem. Oh, it's too late, probably. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that flak firing a laser. It's pretty cool. That's a little annoying. Alright, we're pretty safe now, though. Just got the heavy laser with beams. Yeah, that was pretty optimistic. Definitely an optimistic volley trying to get through that. Alright. Flak against auto ships is just so bad. Just keep that missile down, thank you. Miss, miss, miss. There we go. 44. Probably spend some of this scrap soon. Alright, cool. We still get a store. Ah, we had to die for that one too. I'm so like dive averse, especially without cloaking. Especially Sector 7 without cloaking. Just not worthwhile. Guess I should heal you. Running away. That's kind of whatever. It doesn't really matter. Only got 4 crew. Boring guy. Yeah, just gonna keep trying to save hacking a bit. I think of being in shields is like the iron is kind of annoying. Although I don't think this one ever stuns, does it? I don't think so. Yeah. Kind of forgot about their med bay for a moment, but not a big deal. Got their flak down. Nice. Where are you? Level 1. An intruder drone. I see. Now I want a store because that's something I definitely have to sell. It's like I can't even equip it. Yeah, fight training and O2 training. Yeah, O2 training should be a thing, you know. If you like, your crew gets used to like not having as much oxygen, you get like emergency respirators by default, kind of. Get used to suffocating. Right. Intervene, defend the outpost. Another thing where it's like, doesn't look that threatening, but that could actually like be kind of gross if that does like the 3-shot volley and then those fire and that. So first off, I want to power all my weapons. That's like a smart pro strat. Use all the weapons that you have on your ship. Oh, and the combat drone. Oh yeah, hiding out over there. That makes sense that they have more than one drone. Yeah, so I don't like this ship. I'm gonna get rid of it. Good job. Proud of you. You're supposed to be auto firing, I guess. All right, everyone's getting their training. Alright, good miss. Although that shield was up in time, but still. Oh, these auto ships and their evasion, it's always so good. So sometimes I feel like there's some fights, depending on the weapons, where it's like safer to like hit their piloting or their shields first, because like just taking off one weapon will, but then having to wait forever to do any more damage is like actually worse. This one it like doesn't really matter because they're not that dangerous. But there's definitely situations where I feel like it's actually safer to like take a little more damage up front, but then like control the fight longer. Should probably be microing power for the dodge here a little bit more. That's a beam drone offline at least. Yeah, I only have level 2 hacking. It doesn't do the full shields. Which is like weird. I'm so used to like having level 3 hacking for so much of the run. But it's like I haven't relied on shooting that much, and it's pretty strong weapon, so I've gone by not having to worry about it too much. Alright, so we're going to stop missing for a little while. The charge is going to become like way better instantly. It's also why I should have done it, just for the charge ion's sake. It's like such a better weapon if it's not missing at all. Alright, well, I didn't take any damage in the end from this fight anyways, but definitely kind of annoying. That's a bunch of scrap. I guess I've got like stuff to do, some upgrades next sector. It's probably flooding a little more scrap than is necessary. But you never know when there's just going to be a store. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Kind of not the ideal layout here. It's not too horrible actually. Alright. So, ship. What am I going to do with you? Like, we just start throwing some scrap around. So I'm sure that's a reasonable start. Probably get a weapons buffer. Shield level. And sometimes you go teleporter up to 3. It's like I'm never sure how I want to board flagship. I feel like there's too many ways when doing the 4-man. Let's see. Yeah, more engines. Yeah, I'll probably go up to at least 5 for flagship. I do 4 at flagship quite a bit, but with a boarding ship especially, no cloaking, it's more worthwhile going up higher than that, definitely. Yeah, so I think I can hold off on it though for the moment. Drones, more drones, more drones, 4 crew. Like, that's the one thing that like slightly concerns me is like I don't really want to use drone parts if I don't have to. Because here I can probably just like shoot their med bay. I think we beat the flak. Yeah. Alright, so we made a drone part that fight, so I'm glad I didn't waste one there. Clearly I did not need it. Yeah, no, I don't need that. Because it's also like if I do that, then it's like that's it for the sector also. Not that I like need the scrap from it, but I don't think it's that likely to turn into like all dives going this way. Because usually I'm a little more on the like safer side for flagship. Alright, I actually got to go take a break for just a minute, and then I'll get back to starting up this fight. Let me just put up my be right back thing. Alright, so we'll be back in just a minute. Alright, sorry about that. Had a toddler thing going on real quick. Whoops. Don't mean to be doing that either. Alright, just give me a moment here to get situated again. Alright, so should be good to go now. Thanks for bearing with me there. That's just the parent life sometimes. Toddler night issues happen. Alright. So what we got going on here? So we got ship, teleporter, 5 crew actually. Med bay. No ASB or anything. Doing slightly better on drone parts. Guess maybe I'll kill them first. Alright, they got them both. Wait, did I just leave one of them? I must have ran them out. I wasn't even paying enough attention, I guess. That must be what happened. That's pretty funny. Well, whatever. That's fine. They're kind of having a bad time over there. So I'm going to let them sort that out for a moment before just like jumping into it. He's fighting fire now too. Whatever, that's fine. That's your job, Rock. Well, alright, it's out. Just get so much scrap in late sectors when you get high rewards. Just snowballs like so much. Or if you have like a bad run, you can just make like 500 scrap in Sector 8 sometimes. Just like, oh wait, no, I can kill flagship and survive. I'll just catch up like immensely right here at the end. So that's really good that this one didn't get taken over, because this gives us a couple options if we have to. Although I wish that connected. We can defend the outpost. Defensive drones. Yeah, they're just got, I guess it's just the big missiles what they got going on here. And like, I don't know if I'm able to like shoot down their med bay. I kind of feel like I have to use a drone part here on shields just because like, I don't trust my weapons to get through all this stuff. Oh, jeez. I was like, alright, doing that, and now getting distracted, going to teleport my guys. Wasn't even paying attention to my drone, which it's like I don't have enough to just throw them around. Whatever, I can hit their medbay, I can do it. Perfect. Well, I guess it still has one power. $77 is so much. 77 and 54. That's like really close to the maximum, right? That's gotta be 131. Yeah, I think like the max is like 145 maybe. I think this could be higher. I think this could be like 60. Because it's high scrap, medium scrap, I think is what this reward is. But that's just kind of nuts. That's just like so much scrap. That's the thing. It's like, so, you know, we came to the sector with like almost 600 scrap. Just spent like a lot of it. Let's spend like 400 of it. Now we're up to like 400 again already. Just a little bit ridiculous. And then other times, like because of the layout, or like you just get unlucky, because you can still get empty jumps. It's like you get like 80 scrap before the flagship, and you're just like counting on being able to have like another shield bubble and more weapon power. And like, I guess I can take one thing. All right, so that repair is taken over. That's fine. It's mostly just like the drone part thing. But that's good that we can at least get here. So we can probably get to the flagship and do everything without any dives. Like one of the jumps will work out. I don't think it's worth doing the repair and then that, because it just shouldn't be that much of an issue. Like honestly, even if we can't hack like phase 2 and 3, we should be okay, because we're gonna crew kill phase 1. Yeah, more than some sector. That's a lot more than some sector ones I've had. That's like triple the amount of like my worst one probably. All right, 4 shields, cloaking, and like 1,000 dodge. And weapons that just like progressively get gross all of a sudden, but start out not doing anything. Kind of okay with that. All right, what do I want to do here? I want to hack everything at the same time. Let's see how this does. We're just dodging like everything. It doesn't even matter. Actually, I don't know if you get there in time because I delayed you for some reason. So I don't know if that's going to get there. It's just going to miss anyways. That's okay. Piloting is down and hacked, so it's like the charge ion gets work done. That's kind of gross. I guess that's where you get kind of gross, isn't it? I want to make sure that doesn't like go down suddenly. Alright, well at least the heavy laser gets there first. I mean, that's the thing, it's like the ion gets there last, so that's the only thing. Alright, that's actually fine. Going to the weapons. Alright. Should be pretty good now. So without them cloaking, the charge ion just like takes over. Got some training. 63 scrap. Just swimming in scrap this run. So I guess actually we will have to dive because for some reason I thought this was connected. But by the time we go there, he's going to be jumping to the base. So that's okay. I'm just trying to decide if it's worth taking one more jump. I mean, it's still either, like, it doesn't matter either way. It's the same number of dives. It's another fight. I guess it doesn't give me a chance to jump to the flagship and then jump away and come back, I don't think. I'm not sure, actually. I forget what the timing on that is. Yeah, like, that's what I'm definitely going to do that. Mostly, I'm not thinking about whether it's safe diving or not. I'm just thinking about whether it's safe, like, in terms of I want to fight the flagship, like, before it's sitting at the base. Yeah, it's like I'm definitely going to get at least, got to get that and that. I mean, do I do that? I mean, I guess so. I don't really care about that as much. We have the hull repair also. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, I mean, otherwise it's like piloting and doors, which both can be useful, but doors less so with a boarding ship. All right, I feel like that's pretty ridiculous. So that's also why I feel like it's not really necessary to like do an extra fight if I'm gonna have to like do this dive anyways. Might as well just do it and get there because I've had so much scrap. Yeah, I think that's good then. So let's get into it. Do I even need to hack their weapons? I think I'm out of here like before this thing shows up, right? Not actually sure. I feel like I so rarely have engines this high. I'm like, how fast does this thing charge? That might be kind of close actually. Think about this. Well, I have a reloader though also, don't I? Yeah, no, so I might be okay. Let's find out. Good dodge. Ooh, dead before you even did any damage. That's rough. Halberd just is like, always scares me. I have like full shields. I'm like, oh no, the halberd's coming in. Alright, dodge that one. Yeah, just the borders then. Yeah, see the flak just coming in. Alright, so let's just go to the flagship. Yeah, I was pretty sure that I was safe from the ASB. I was mostly just wondering about the flak too. But clearly this was high enough, level 7's high enough to get out of there before the flak 2 also. This is like my situation the one time where they hacked my doors and it like ruined, well, it didn't ruin me, but made me lose a Crystal Crew member. Because they were like trapped with boarders from diving. And they're like just about to leave to go to the med bay when they hacked my doors. And I remember thinking as I jumped, it'll be fine as long as they don't hack my doors. And one time I'm thinking this, that's funny. I should have ran you out. That was a mistake for sure. Go help punch through there. I mean, it doesn't like super matter, but I guess I should decide like what strategy I'm doing here. Because sometimes I still feel like even with a 4-man teleporter, it's worth doing like 2 in there and then 2 in there and then doing it all into shields. I mean, you can't do the cloak hack thing the same way, obviously, without cloaking. But it's like you can still do like just like a shields hack then and just shoot missiles in the beginning, I find. So I think that might be what I'm going to do still, especially since like this is all split up and people need to heal. Like I can just put 2 people over there right away. To be honest, even the 1 injured Mantis is fine. Well, I guess I can't swap them around. I'll heal them up real quick. Use auto fire, honestly. I didn't hack, yeah, oops. Ah, that was a mistake too. Obviously a little bit distracted at the moment. I didn't do it for that one. Maybe we'll shoot him in time. Nope. That's fine. So do I do shields? I do cloaking. That's too bad. Obviously that's not going to get there in time. Yeah, it's like, I feel like ions are never something I really want to choose to go, but sometimes it's just like when they just happen or it's what's available, it's not always worth like getting away from it because it can be very viable. You just never want to be like that's what you're totally relying on, I find. Like if it's like you need your ions to like do damage, it can be frustrating certain fights for sure. Battery hack is like so annoying. Ooh, that's close. I'm pretty sure that's still not too late though. Oh, but that's not happening. I want to just, I mean, that cools down so fast to get that power back, honestly. Got my defense drone. Not very nice. That should be almost done. Oh, did I not? Jeez, how did I not break that? I mean, it's broken now. Oh, man, I started just, like, not paying enough attention towards the end of this run, apparently. I guess it makes sense. I, like, got distracted and stuff. Didn't really take time to, like, refocus that much. But it's, like, totally fine. I mean, the fight's going well. I just find myself, like, missing more things than I should be, probably. So it's like we only need 3 shields here. Totally use another drone part. That's fine. Hector, come on, get your last health points. You guys all pile in there. Did I lose a try? Did I like turn that off or something, I think? I can get away with this. Oh, it was the battery hack. Battery hack is so annoying. Alright, good. I didn't dodge that one. Just that one. Come on. Whatever. Shoot the battery. I'm gonna do level 2 TP just in case, like, I feel the need to get out of there for some reason. careful about the hull. Yeah, that was kind of a waste. Pretty safe right now, though. It's really just the make sure I have enough spare power so the thing doesn't take my shields down. Alright, this should be the end of them. Alright, AI is taking control. Should let you get punched down another shield level or two. Alright. So that wasn't so bad. For, you know, it's like this ship, it's never like the super clean boarding kill. I mean, not never, but not as easily if you don't have Zoltan Shield or something, because you can't have cloaking, which is like what makes it super easy with a hacking cloaking thing. But that was pretty clean, all things considered. Yeah, no, that doing an error counter. First off, like, I mean, I haven't watched his stream very much, so I'm not really sure like what he considers errors. I feel like there's just endless errors you can come up with if you want to be like super critical, and I feel like it would just make me miserable like focusing on that aspect. So I'm very much the way I see my play and playing the game is like I'm totally okay making errors if they're like reasonable and they're not going to threaten the game. So if they're like small errors and only when it's safe, because I would just like destroy my psyche if I was being that hard on myself. I'm not going to like judge him for what he does because everyone like works differently and has different things that work for him, and I'm not really sure even his attitude about it, but it's like that sounds just like bad for my health and like bad for my enjoyment of the game, which is like part of what I still want to maintain while doing this, which is part of the reason I don't do no pause to begin with. So I'm going to chase after them. We don't need sensors upgrade. Let's put everyone right into the thing. Yeah, it's like no pause. It's like I get it. And it's like I've played games that require like fast micro. Like I used to play a bunch of RTSs and stuff. But it just like is not what I'm looking for out of a game at this point in my life. And it's kind of like goes against what I really like about FTL. Like a lot of my favorite things about FTL, I feel like are more about the like, you know, not relying about the speed as much as like the tactical thinking involved in it. So it's like I'd rather focus on that, and that's why I also like doing the more like technical mind control, hacking, shooting stuff if I can. I don't know if more technical is really a fair thing to say about that actually at all. I don't really want to say that. Right into piloting. Like whatever, kind of. let's actually do that. Let me think about this for a second. All right, you got that level down. You guys can go in there for a moment. You just start auto fire. Yeah, I actually, well, I used to play some Age of Empires too, like when I was a kid, and then I got into it like more recently, kind of, but right before FTL. I feel like it was one of the main games I was playing for a while. But I was just doing campaigns then with pausing and doing it just like on the hard difficulty. But like alternating pause and then just like the fastest speed for like moving stuff around, to not like drag it out crazy long. But like I used to play I mean, the one I played most competitively, like the standard game, was like Warcraft 3. But I played some StarCraft and some StarCraft 2. And a couple like MOBA things for a little bit. Beams coming. Alright, you guys can just like get out of here probably. I guess, I don't know how much is left on that piloting. Whatever, just get out of here. I think my weapons are so good it really doesn't matter staying over there very long. Sure, do the drone control. I guess we should probably help out the rock buddy like a little bit. Right, that's right. Depowered, so you can just go right back to your spot. A lot of beam drones, which is like kind of great as long as this doesn't all hit, which is like fairly unlikely. But I think we spawned 1 combat drone and 6 beam drones, so there's 7 beam drones right now and 2 combat drones. That's just like disgusting. If their shields, if you know, if you're going in here with 3 shields and like their volley lands right here, like, you just get sliced apart. I mean, you can take 10 damage in like half a second. But we got these misses. That's good. I mean, we have a bunch of engines. It'd be pretty bad RNG if all of these started hitting us right here. Have to be like, still gotta be just extra careful for a moment until like, okay, they're all gone, nothing crazy is gonna happen. All right, go heal, and I don't think the last phase will be all that bad. I mean, it's just like once you crew kill, as long as you can get through Zolt and Shield easy enough, it's kind of like whatever. I mean, mind control is definitely kind of annoying sometimes, but even if they're just like slamming us with damage, like, we should still kill them plenty fast enough. So you guys can just all start out right there and just teleport over whoever doesn't get mind controlled. Why not buy power? Almost hit it right there. That's going pretty good though so far. All right, good job. Oh, come on, really? Should end soon. That one's fine. Really, you got the thing down? Yeah, it like really doesn't matter at all. I think that's all of them. Yeah. All right, finally. Yes. Yeah, level 3 MC Mantis. It's just so much damage. It's like I kind of forget sometimes because I get mind control on so many ships. It's like it's the thing you can avoid a lot of the time. Like, honestly, I think it's generally better to like move them somewhere else and actually shoot down their shield still because it's faster. I just didn't totally feel like doing it, just because I didn't feel like doing it this time. It's not really a big deal which way you play it here. Hey, combat training. Good job, Hector. You got it by the end. Uh-oh. They're gonna get trapped if another one hits the TP there. Uh-oh. Can't have that. I'm so not down with that. I'm like totally actually gonna make sure I get them back over because I can. And it's like, you know, they're my crew. Gotta take care of them. They're my boarding crew, my original crew. I can't just let them like die on the flagship like that. But I am still gonna shoot the flagship while they're over there. That's totally fine. Can you just like stop with the missiles for a minute? Everything I've shot at your missiles has missed. Alright, now we're dodging all your missiles. There we go. Yeah, well, that was like a really important step in just futility. Instead of hacking missiles or something, that would have like prevented a bunch of damage. Just, you know, hacked shields so I can punch them down. Yeah, I meant to do it the first time, and then I guess I completely forgot. Boarding is just so awkward. At least like when you avoid it at all costs. Yeah, I am pretty sure I haven't bought a teleporter since I started tracking my stats. There's a chance I bought one like a while ago, but I definitely haven't bought one on my streak at all. Making this run look so much messier all of a sudden. Oh, I know what to do. Go hull repair drone, make me look better. Ah, we didn't take that much damage, see? Oh, no, nothing at all. The hull repair drone's got us covered. Alright, thank you to the efforts of the Blue Green, Sal, Aqua, Reinhardt, Caldwell, Kletzka, Nectar, Felicity, and Remo. That's 80. That is matching Thomas, so that's awesome. Feel good about that. Definitely happy about that. This was a really easy Mantis B run. 5307. Honestly, I'm a little surprised at that scrap. I feel like there's so much scrap at the end of the game. It was just like showering in it. But the beginning of the game wasn't anything exceptional, but it was like good enough. I got a crew member. All the small bombs in my oxygen didn't catch on fire. And then it's just like, got a burst laser too and a flak one, and just game over. Most evasions. Good job, John Caldwell. Who didn't even get into like Sector 2. All these like achievements. There you go. Yeah, all the ones that say they're on easy are ones I just did like entering in. But I only gave myself ones I've gotten before, because I actually haven't done all the achievements still. Kind of like a scrub that way. Not even top 5. Definitely skipped some scrap, some dives I could have done. Yeah, I mean, it's like part of that's definitely like there's a nebula where it was like totally safe. I could have gone away with diving, getting like 3 more jumps in or something. But just didn't feel necessary to me. 2 burst Mark II and a flak 1. That's just, I mean, that's got to be Sector 3, because that's too crazy for Sector 2. But whenever it's like the double of the burst, even if it's like double burst 1 early on, just because they sync up, that's so gross. Yeah, Sector 3 I thought was max was like 4 or 5. But like any sinking lasers and flak early is just so gross because it hits the same system. I don't know if can an elite in Sector 3 have 6. I know elites in Sector 2 can have 4. Because I saw that Mantis with a halberd and an ion in Sector 2. Alright, so I'm going to do my random for the next ship. I'm not going to start it up tonight, because I'm not focused enough at all. But so I've got 4 ships left now in the 3rd cycle. Got the Zoltan B, which is a great ship. Kestrel B, which is a great ship. Mantis A, which is like a solid ship. If not, I feel like it's like the least flashy solid ship. And then Mantis C, which is definitely like my biggest concern. I haven't lost on it since I started tracking my stats, but I've had multiple runs where I've gotten down to 2 or 3 hull in the 1st sector, so it's like not a safe feeling ship. But let's see what it is. Oh, there it is. Really? Oh wait, no, this is one I just did. Oh, I'm like so worried about finding the Mantis scene first. I was like, oh no, there it is, the 4-man teleporter. So one we just did. Alright, here we go. Zoltan B. Mantis C is Mantis B without the early damage mitigation. Yeah, like, totally. It's just you're exposed. And like, while you can deal with this stuff, like you don't have the repair issues because you have the NG, you're not really killing any faster because it's the NG and the Lanius versus having another Mantis. And it's like Clone Bay is nice though for the auto ships. Yeah, no, I'm like so done for tonight. Honestly, like, I almost didn't play again tonight because I'm still, it's partly being thrown off from daylight savings time stuff, and then partly my toddler's going through a bit of a stage. So it's been like a little exhausting the past couple days. Um, but I knew I was so like set up with the Mantis B that I could just get through it because I really wanted to just finish off that run instead of like leaving it hanging for so many days. So yeah, so I'm gonna get going now. But Zoltan B next. That's like a great sign, so I can pass Thomas's record hopefully. Work on catching up to Hollow's record before he breaks it again, which he'll probably do before I get there. But that's something to strive for. So yeah, I don't know. It might be Tuesday or Wednesday. Usually I can do one of those, but not always. Thursday is always a good bet. So if I'm not on the next 2 days, Thursday should be good. Thursday, Friday, both. And try and finish off this third cycle soon. All right, so yeah, thanks everyone for coming by, supporting the stream. I appreciate it. Good times. And have a good night, good week. I was almost going to say weekend. That's how thrown off I am. I blame everything on daylight savings time. It's evil. All right, so yeah, I got to go. All right, good night, guys.